Hey developers, is the job technical interview process broken? Let's find out. You may have seen on Twitter recently some developers talking about technical interviews and confessing. So the question is technical interviews broken? So let's take a look at a few things and let's look at what interviews are for developers nowadays. So usually, if you don't know, developers have two types of interviews. When you're looking for a programming job or a job in development, you're going to get two types of interviews. One will be a coding algorithm type question and answer where you'll have to be in front of a whiteboard. You're going to have to answer questions. You're going to have to know algorithms like binary search trees, common data structures, things like that. And it's going to be kind of difficult. Then there's the other type of interview where you're going to be given a take-home test. You're going to you might have a little bit of whiteboarding, but it's going to be more practical. And you might even get quizzes of things that you should know in your job. Now, these whiteboarding interviews that you see out there usually tend to favor people that are right out of school, that have gotten their computer science degrees, because you actually learn algorithms in school. I mean, obviously you can learn it outside of school, but you can learn these data structures that are taught in school, so it makes it a little bit easier. But anybody obviously can pick up Cracking the Coding Interview. They can pick up a good algorithms book. They can do research. They can join LeetCode. There's a lot of different resources out there, and they can learn how to do these whiteboarding interviews. But I think a lot of developers don't like to do that. They rather have practical interviews on exactly what they're going to do in their jobs. On the other hand, if you're getting a take-home test or you're getting quizzed on whatever language or kind of environment that you say you think you know, it's going to be usually the take-home tests take a pretty long time. A lot of times you don't get paid for them. So, I mean, nothing's really perfect either way. So which one is better? I'm going to give you a kind of a cop-out answer, and I think they both aren't great. So if you have a technical interview and you have a whiteboarding, it's really not going to be, I don't think it really shows exactly what you're going to be able to know when you're on the job. Just as much as if you take home a test and you work on it for 10 hours, that's not going to really show your employer what you're going to be able to do when you're working 9 to 5 with customers and deadlines, and when you aren't given a huge amount of time to do something. So I think both of these type of technical interviews aren't perfect. So really, the only way to learn about if someone's going to work is to hire them, to get them on the job. And these things, technical interviewing is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. You're going to each employer is going to find their system on how they're going to hire someone. And it's not an exact science, it's more of an art. And they're going to have some good hires, and unfortunately they're going to have some bad hires. And that's just kind of the way it is. And I don't think if you give someone a technical, a take-home test and drill them when they come in for an interview about the technology that they're working on, or if you set someone up in front of a whiteboard for 45 minutes, I don't think either one of those ways create a perfect candidate. So I think they both equally have their problems, and I don't think either one of them are going to work perfectly for every employer. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please click the subscribe button, and take care.